Now, once an immigrant becomes a citizen, can their citizenship be stripped by USCIS?
Of course. I mean, there's, what is it, Section 340 of the, no, well, not by CIS. I mean, and people can be denaturalized. I mean, that's a provision of the law. I think it's 340. That there's civil denaturalization and there's criminal denaturalization. Those are tools that the government has had for ages. Now, on that point, though, Jessica, of the denaturalization, this is something that drives me crazy, and it's there's been a lot of press recently that completely misunderstands what my agency has been doing on denaturalization. Some months ago, I think it was in April or May, USCIS announced that we would be hiring more people, lawyers and immigration officers, to review this bunch of cases that have been identified as cases where potentially someone came into the country under one identity years ago and then got deported and then came back again unlawfully under identity number 2 and somehow over the subsequent years became a U.S. citizen. That's outrageous. And this came up because something like 10 years ago an officer at CBP was researching these issues and discovered that there were a lot of people who were either fugitives or criminals or other malified actors who fit that description, who had come in under one identity, got deported, came back, and that we knew who they were, but that their fingerprint cards from 1977 or whenever they came in the first time, when we took ink fingerprint cards, or the 80s or the 90s, those had not been scanned into the system. So those people were able to then just go on under identity number 2 and get, well, in many cases, ultimately citizenship. And we didn't know because when we did their fingerprints, when they applied for citizenship, the old fingerprints that were taken when they got deported the first time were not scanned in the system. When this was discovered, an initiative was begun. This was called Operation Janus, the two-faced God for the two identities, to scan all those old fingerprint cards. And it was something like 200,000 cases were identified where this could be the case. And so those cases are being scanned. Contractors are working even as we speak to just scan all these cases into the system.
Which is good for our system anyway.
Well, yeah, that should have been done. Someone, I mean, I'm glad that CBP officer, whoever he was, should have received a prize for even thinking of this.